Amanda has always considered herself a confident person. She had a great job at a big advertising firm, a cozy apartment, and lots of amazing friends. But her love life wasn't as successful as her career. She had been through several relationships that didn't last long. She always thought she was the problem, that she was too demanding or that she couldn't connect emotionally with her partners. But that all changed when she met David. Welcome to the History or Truth channel. Sign up and leave your comment about the story. David was a handsome, intelligent man. He worked as a lawyer and was successful in his career. They met at a charity event and immediately hit it off. They talked for hours and found they had a lot in common. Amanda felt that she had finally found the perfect man for her. They started dating, and after a few months, David asked Amanda to move into his apartment. She was excited about the idea, but also a little worried. She had never lived with someone before and didn't know what it would be like. Also, she was insecure about her body. Amanda has always had curves, but she considered herself healthy and beautiful. However, she knew that she did not correspond to the standards of beauty imposed by society. She tried to talk about it with David, but he reassured her that he loved her exactly as she was. Things seemed to be going pretty well for the couple. They spent a lot of time together, went to restaurants, to the movies, traveled. But that all changed one Friday night when Amanda got home early from work to find David working on his computer. She noticed he was looking at pictures of skinny women on the internet. Amanda was shocked and saddened. She couldn't believe the man she loved would be looking at other women and comparing them to her. She tried to talk about it with him, but David refused to talk about it and said it was just a casual thing. Days passed and things seemed to be back to normal. But Amanda couldn't forget what she'd seen. She felt insecure and ashamed of her body. She started to deprive herself of food, exercise more and take diet pills. She was determined to stay thin enough so that David could truly love her. But unfortunately, things only got worse. David started making nasty comments about Amanda's appearance. He said that she needed to lose weight and that her body was getting flabby. Amanda felt increasingly depressed and anxious. She tried to talk about her feelings with David, but he just ignored her and claimed that she was overreacting. Things came to a breaking point one Sunday morning. Amanda woke up early and decided to make breakfast for David. She wanted to show him that she was still worthy of love despite her insecurity about her body. She made a hearty breakfast and brought it to David's bed. He opened his eyes and looked her up and down before turning his face away, refusing the food she had prepared. Amanda was heartbroken. She felt humiliated and worthless. That's when she made the decision to end her relationship with David. She realized that he had abandoned her because of his body insecurity, and that this was an issue she needed to resolve on her own. Amanda began seeing a therapist and working on her self-esteem. She began to love herself and appreciate her body, regardless of society's standards. She became stronger and more confident, and began to open up to new opportunities in her life. A year after her breakup with David, Amanda ran into him at a social event. She was nervous but determined to show him how well she was doing. She wore a form-fitting dress that flattered her curves, and her blonde hair gleamed in the salon lights. David looked her up and down, but this time, he didn't say anything. They talked for a few minutes, and Amanda discovered that David was still single. She realized that although he was physically attractive, he lacked the emotional depth she needed in a relationship. She felt a sense of release as she walked away from him and left him alone at the party. Amanda found that her breakup with David was the greatest gift she could have received. She realized that she needed to love herself before she could find love in someone else. She became a stronger, more confident, and happier person. And although she might have felt abandoned by David because of her body, she realized that this was the biggest mistake of her life, and that she would never allow anyone to treat her that way again.